Land of the Celts, a celebration of Cornish voices and Cornwall. Based in the mining areas of Camborne and Redruth, the Holman Climax Male Voice Choir is 50 years old. Now it's one of the most famous in Britain. In a year in the life of the choir, our cameras have been above ground and below ground to record a unique choral collection. First, amongst the darkness of Falmouth, the lights are on for the choir's performance of a classic. The Holman Climax have developed their repertoire to include contemporary songs, but it's the traditional ones which the audience favour the most, and the most popular of those reflect life in and around Cornwall.
Calm is the sea, no wandering breezes disturb the stillness of the deep. The twilight slowly darkens o'er us and lulls the weary world to sleep, and lulls the weary world to sleep. Calm is the sea, the tide advancing upon the strand in silent seas. The silence fills the little harbor, and lifts and moves the fisher keys. And lifts and moves the fisher keys. Calm is the sea, the lights of heaven are shining on its quiet rest. O troubled heart, the love eternal looks down on thee. Believe and rest. Looks down on thee. Believe and rest.
For musical director Roger Wills, music is his life. He teaches it at a local school, and he feels he's almost married to the choir.
The choir has got a great hold on my life now. I've made many, many friends since I became the musical director about 5 years ago. And it would leave a tremendous hole, I think, if they weren't there. I enjoy it very, very much. It's very, very stimulating. Hail to the Homeland was written by a Cornish composer called Kenneth Pelmere, who actually died quite recently. We sang it at a concert in his home village, St Day, shortly after he died, in the Methodist chapel there. And it was their feast day. They'd had all day in the village with the local band, with their dancing and their processing through the streets, all the sideshows that they have, and we took part in an evening concert. It was a great occasion. The chapel was full, the choir were enthusiastic about singing, and it went down very well.
Proudly our
I'm perfect with my words. I am. I know.
Very
I
good.
am very perfect.
Yes, he's very good. I think we're both very good on words.
Yeah, I'm very good.
Yeah.
Never miss a word.
We breathe oftener than we used to. We make that confession. You know.
Yes, that's right.
The tune, 3 A's down to 2 E's. A, G, G. We're always keen to try and encourage new and young members to join. Part of the tradition of singing generally tends to have gone. It was founded certainly in church and chapel choirs, and that tends to be much less nowadays. But we're encouraged by the number of people who have joined our choir, for example, over the last 2, 3 or 4 years. It's kept the numbers up, as it were, and it seems to be quite encouraging. We have new members new people who are interested in joining all the time.
During the war, when the Cornish harbours saw active service, the Holman Climax Choir started up. They began by fundraising around coastal villages and towns to support the victims of the nighttime blitz elsewhere in Britain.
Oh
sea is never far away in the peninsula of Cornwall. It's been the lifeblood of the fishing industry, as well as the lifeline for thousands of mining emigrants from the county. They left these shores for Australia, America, and South Africa. Cornwall's coastline still has relics of its history of mining. Some of these date back to the middle of the last century. Now, today's miners, glad to have work in the county they love, choose a retreat by the sea. The Holman Climax Choir and mining are synonymous. The Holman Company builds the drills used by the miners. So, as a tribute to South Crofty, the last tin mine, they decide on a first, a performance underground.
Jesus shall reign where'er the sun doth his successive journeys run. His kingdom stretched from shore to shore, till moon shall wax and wane no more. People and realms of every tongue dwell on his love with sweetest song, and infant voices shall proclaim their early
The men who dig the tin out of the ground are now a rare breed. So much so that members of the choir felt the miners deserved a song all of their own. It tells of the legacy of a former thriving period of tin mining all around Cornwall and celebrates those who found fortune elsewhere and those still at the front line of mining hard rock.
Oh, sing me a song of the great days of yore, when our maidens worked at the mine, when bold mine captains put in and swore, and hard rock they strove to burrow and bore, to cut through the deep rocks and bring up the ore to a world of bright daylight shine. Oh, sing to me, love of the brave hard rock men, those strong tireless men on march born, who crawl on their bellies through seas of pain with their flame racked bodies and sweat-sweet skin. They struggle to cut out the copper and tin from the hard rocks beneath our soil. They say they were skillful in hand and in hand, they burrowed like holes below. Far from the light of the bright morning sky, the glint of the sun on the moon on high, in their black darkness with death ever nigh, by flickering candlelights glow. Oh, where are they now, Cornwall's brave hard rock men? Where have they gone to, my love? They've gone to the ends of the earth again, to seek new livings of sorrow and pain, beneath Asgard mountains and tropical plains, where strangers are dwelling alone.
Off track. Off track.
Cornwall has its own traditions set apart from the rest of England. Its male-voiced choirs are part of a rich heritage and folklore centred on mining and the sea. For the people of the county, the choir's anthem also belongs to them.